When I started my 15 goats, I never thought the farm could turn into this way. So looking at the farm today, it is just like completely different. So guys, this journey is just far from over. Hello everyone, it is a beautiful evening right here at the farm, and for those who don't know, we are coming live from northern Uganda. So guys, I'm just like so happy today, because we have just made 2.5 years in this game of goat farming. And for those who don't know, let's just take you back in time. So we started this very journey at the end of 2023, and then that's when we started the construction of this very good farm, and then we finished it at the beginning of 2024, and that's specifically what we are talking about is our first compartment. So looking back at what we started with is for those who don't know, we started this very good farm we are in with just only 15 animals. It is now 2.5 years, and this is what we can show you as an evidence of what we have been doing for those 2.5 years. So guys, I know we have not been posting a lot, but because we have been occupied doing a lot of stuff. And guys, I want to surprise you with one thing, because we have been cooking a lot of stuff for you, and I'm just so happy to share it with you. So guys, looking back on what we have been doing, few weeks ago, we have been reflecting on our journey of farming. So at that particular point also, we decided to get an overview of the farm. Then we noticed it at this particular point, the body score of our animal was not all that okay. So we have to go to the drawing board and see what is really happening. So we managed to pinpoint it onto there was lack of soil. So as we talk right now, we have been doing a lot of stuff on ground, and then we managed to get this rock salt in addition to the mineral block that we have been using, though it was not improving the body score of our animals a lot. So that's why we decided to invest more into this rock salt. So lately we have been looking forward on how can the animal take this rock salt. For the rock salt, it's not the mineral block. For the rock salt, you need a basement, a place where you can pour it, then the animal can lick. So lately for us, we have been working, as you can see in the background, we got a tree log, and we engrave it so that it create that basement, so that we pour the soil onto it, and the animal use it, as you can see. So lately we have achieved a lot. And guys, I want to tell you something, but that's very funny. It's not all that funny though. When we started to supplement this animal with this rock salt, a lot has changed. Basically at the farm right here, let me tell you we managed to get some negative and then some positive aspect of it. But for the purpose for you, I will give you both. Let us start with the positive. For the positive, mainly our first significant change that we noticed immediately is increase in appetite. The animal has started to eat a lot, and because when we take them out, they used to take long to get full, all those kind of thing. But now after we started to implement them, they just go there. They put a lot of time into eating, and then at the end of the day is we spend less time. You see, let's just take the example of today. Today we came back at 5 p.m. and usually we come back at around 6:30. So you see that drastic change in time. That means the soil is working. That is number one. Then secondly, we notice the animal has started to take a lot of water. That will take us to this point of why do the animal look very healthy, and then their body score will be good during dry season? Because basically during dry season you find the animals are taking only the dry matter, and then they take a lot of water. So basically I hope by them taking a lot of water, that's the result of giving them this rock salt, I hope it is going to also improve their body score. And then when I talk about their body score is not bad, but we wanted them to have that perfect body score of the animal. That is number 3. Then thirdly, for those animals that were weak, after started to take the rock salt, their body score have started to improve. Where you find they have started to gain a lot of weight, all those kind of things. So basically, those are like the three positive aspects that we notice within the shortest time possible. Then for the negative part of it, you know, like the animal love salts. So like when we started like to give them like the rock salts, like you find like what they were fighting. You see like at the beginning, when like they have like that strong appetite for the salt, you find like there are some animal, like for example, you know, like the animal are a little bit like terror in nature. So like there are those big animals that want like to dominate like the area where the salt is. So like they at a certain point, like you find them what like hitting this other small animal. That's why like those are like a negative, but they are just like very few. So like, at this particular point also we are just trying to manage some few wounds here and there. So basically that is what like we have been doing right here at the farm. And guys, I'm telling you, a lot has changed, a lot is still happening, because I'm telling you like as like a farmer outside there, you should be open to learning. You should be able like what try a lot of stuff, like because along the way like some stuff would work and then others will not work. And for those one which has worked, you go with it, and for the other one which has not worked, you just leave it and then you continue with the positive aspect. That is what we have been doing for the first time. So guys, like another significant change that has been happening at the farm right here is like I remember sometime like in my last video I told you like we have been greatly affected by weather, like you know, this thing of like climatic change. It is just like one word. And for us here at the farm lately, we have been like receiving rain like hell, guys. Like let me tell you, like you find like what in a day, like you can even have like around 2 to 3 sessions of rain in a day. Now let me just give you like for you like the perspective so that you understand it very well, because like I remember like it come a point like in a day that what the animal even like refuse to go back inside. They just want to eat, like what, to continue grazing when it is raising. That is the point I'm telling you. So like we have been like receiving rain a lot, and greatly it has also like affected us here at the farm, not only on the aspect of the bigger animal but on, like on the smaller animal. Because like if you notice this, like what like we have like 5 different compartments right here at the farm. And for those who don't know, like we started with only 1 compartment, but like over these 2.5 years, like we managed like to expand the farm and then like have 5 different compartments, and it is still continuing because of this weather, which has given another blow. So like when you look at the like our kid pen, remember like when we started this very farm we are in, like we started with only like what the ground kid pen, but as the animal keep on increasing, remember like at a certain point like we were like receiving like over like 50 kids at a certain cohort. So like at that particular point we were not like able to use our ground kid pen because it was too small. That's why like what we shifted like our kid pen from like the ground kid pen to the raised kid pen. And lately, because of heavy rain, it has also affected our kids, simply because like remember like when we are like doing the construction with this raised kid pen, we were having the perspective of aeration for the kids. Remember simply because like when we are having like the ground kid pen, like the room, like the ventilation was not all that good. That's why like at that particular point we were losing some kids. That's why like in our new kid pen we made sure that we have a lot of aeration, and that's why like we were having ventilation throughout the room. And lately when it has been like raining a lot, you find like sometimes when it rains with a lot of wind, like you find like rain can even go inside. Yeah, so like the kids were affected, and that's why at this particular point we decided to cover 180 degrees of the of the aeration of the vein, so that we are only remaining with the 180. So that we are remaining with only 180. And when we did that, like a lot has changed. Remember like when we were having like a ventilation in 360 degrees, like the room was a little bit colder, but now the kids are enjoying. A lot has changed. They are now playing well, and that is what we are trying like to change it a little bit here and there. Simply because like if someone just come like abruptly at the farm right here, they may think that we are brooding chicken, and yet like we are taking care of our kids. So remember like the profit in this game of goat farming comes from the kid. So in all way possible you need to like to protect your kids. Yeah, that's the number 1. Then number 2, because of this heavy rain, we also lost. Yeah, we made like some significant loss. I remember sometime I told her like we have like around 3/4, like 3/4 of an acre. Like we planted, we used that 3/4 to plant our alfalfa. But now when we started to advance our alfalfa, we started harvesting it when it was not raining a lot, but now it became this period of heavy rain. That was like the peak at which what we were supposed to dry our alfalfa. So as we talk right now, we lost like what half an acre of what alfalfa, of which it is really very sad. You know, like alfalfa is one of the most expensive commercial feed you can get outside there, and if you are lucky like to have it like us at the farm, like you really don't want to lose it. And that's why like what I'm telling you, like what because of this weather thing, like what it has given us like another blow. That means like what we need to put another store, because like at the farm here we don't have a store, and yet like what we have this alfalfa right here with us. So like we need to protect our alfalfa at all possible costs. That's why like at the end of this very year, I think like we are going to put another separate compartment for the animal together with what with like a store, so that like what we try like to manage our feed very well, because like nutrition is the key. That's why like sometimes I told you like what nutrition cover 70% of this project. So if you have it, we need to protect it at all possible costs. So guys, like a lot has been happening around, and just to tell you like we have been doing a lot of stuff. So guys, like that was pretty much it. That's why like I said like what let me just give you like a quick update of what has been happening right here at the farm. So like looking back at what we started with and what we have right now, it has just been crazy. And my only advice to you is like, well, you don't need like 100 goats to start your project. I know at the beginning that thing is not going to be easy. If you can afford like maybe like 5 goats or 15 or 20 or whatever number, you can just start, because at the end of the day you just like need that sacrifice and putting that first step, because like I remember sometimes like they said what Rome was not built in one day. So like that one goat you put aside, like what it can also like turn what to 15, 100 or any other number. So guys, that is basically it. So if you watch it up to this point, I really appreciate. But if you're not a subscribe to this channel, please guys, what are you waiting for? Please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, so that you'll be part of this amazing family. I'm telling you, there are only few people who are bringing you this kind of information, and that's why for us here we say at the farm, we have amazing video coming your way every week, every Friday. So guys, like with that being said, I can't wait to see you in our next episode. Bye bye.